Let me move on to the first question on lesson number 2. Friends, this is basic, right? North, south, west, east direction. Friends, remember that in the basic itself I have told you one thing. This center point is called as a fixed point, or otherwise this center point is called as a crossing, right? Let me move on to the first question, friends. Anuja goes 5 km towards east from a fixed point N. So friends, you know that this is called as a fixed point, and this fixed point is denoted by N, right? So there is a girl Anuja goes 5 km towards east. The girl Anuja walks 5 km. So I can say that this is 5 km and she is walking towards east. And then 35 kilometers after turning to her left. So friends, from this point she is turning left and walking 35 kilometers. If she walks in the eastern side, then we know that left hand side will be this side. So after turning left, she is walking 35 kilometers. So friends, listen carefully. So after turning left, she is walking 35 kilometers, and I can say that she is at this point. Okay friends, again she goes 10 km after turning to her right. So friends, after reaching this 35 km, she is turning right and covering 10 kilometers. We know that if we move towards north direction, the right hand side will be this side. So after turning right, he is covering 10 kilometers. Okay friends, finally she is at this point. Okay. After this, she goes 35 km after turning to her right. Again she is turning right and covering 35 kilometers. Friends, listen carefully. This is also 35 kilometers. From here, she is turning right and again traveling 35 kilometers. So both the lines should be equal, right? So he is traveling 35 kilometers. So finally she is at this point. So friends, remember that this is also 35, this is also 35. So both the lines should be equal. And this is 5 and this is 10, right? Always remember that the line plays a major role. You should not draw 35 as this much, and you should not draw 35 like this. If it is 35, 35 or 10 and 10, both the lines should be equal. Okay friends, I think this is the ending point and this is the starting point. Starting point is denoted by N. So let me move on to the question, friends. How far is she from N? So friends, they are asking that what is the distance between this fixed point, that is starting point, to the ending point. Listen to the question, friends. How far is she from N? That is, how far she is from the starting point. So friends, listen carefully. This is starting point and this is ending point, right? So this is 5 kilometers and we know that it is 10. This is also 10, right? So total distance will be 15 kilometers. So friends, I can say that she is in the distance of 15 kilometers from this starting point. So we finally got the answer, 15 kilometers for question number 1. Let me move on to question number 2. Ranjit walked 40 meters facing towards north. So friends, there is a person Ranjit, he is facing north and walking 40 meters towards north, right? So friends, listen here. We know that this is fixed point. From here, Ranjit is facing north and walking 40 meters, right? So I can say that this will be 40 meters. So friends, finally he is at this point. After walking 40 meters, Ranjit will be at this point. Okay friends, from there he walked 50 meters after turning to his left. So friends, from here Ranjit is turning left and covering 50 meters. Friends, listen carefully. This is 40 meters. So I can say that while he turns left and covers 50 meters, friends. So 50 meters and Ranjit will be at this point. Okay. After this, he walked 40 meters turning to his left. So from this point, again he is turning left and covering 40 meters. Friends, listen carefully. If Ranjit is walking towards western direction, then left hand side will be this side, right? While turning left, he is walking 40 meters. Friends, this is also 40 meters. Again turning left, he is walking 40 meters. So both the lines should be equal in length, right? So I should say that this should be 40. And finally, Ranjit will be at this point. Okay friends, I can say that this is starting point and this will be ending point, right? What is the question, friends? How far in which direction is E now from the starting point? So friends, they are asking two data. First is, from the starting point, E is in which direction? And second question, from the starting point, what is the distance of the ending point? So friends, listen carefully. Listen the question. How far and in which direction, right? They are asking both. So friends, listen carefully. From here, the ending point is in the western direction. So I can say the direction is west. And we need to find what is the distance of starting and ending point. So this distance will be equal to this distance. So it will be 50 meters. So I can say that answer will be 50 meter west. So friends, got the point, friends. From the starting point, E is in the west direction. So the answer is west. And they are asking what is the distance of starting and ending point. So from starting and ending point, we know that this distance will be equal to this distance. So 50 meter. So finally we can say the answer is 50 meter west. Let me move on to question number 3. Vicky walks 4 meter towards east and turns to his right. So friends, first of all, there is a person Vicky, and from the starting point he is walking 4 meter towards east direction. So we can say that this is starting point. From here he is walking 4 meter towards east. Okay. Then turns to his right and walks 4 meters. So from this point Vicky is turning right. Right hand side will be this side. Right hand side will be this side, and again he is walking 4 meters. So friends, this is also 4 meter. And this is also 4 meter, right? So both the lines should be equal in length. So 4 meter. Okay. Now Vicky is at this point, and then turns to his left and walks 5 meters. So friends, listen carefully. From this point, Vicky is turning left. So left hand side will be this side. After turning left, he is walking 5 meters. So I can surely say that this will be 5 meters. Okay. Again turning to a left, he walks 4 meters. So friends, from here Vicky turns left and walks 4 meters. Friends, listen carefully. This is also 4 meters. From this point Vicky turns left and again covering 4 meters. So both the lines should be same, right? So from here Vicky turns left and walks 4 meters. Vicky will be at this point. I think the question ends. Okay, this will be the ending point and this is the starting point, friends. So what is the question? What is the shortest distance between starting point and the ending point? So friends, the question is, what is the distance between starting and ending point? Friends, listen carefully. They are just asking what is this distance, that is from starting point and ending point. We know that this is 4 meter and this is 5 meter, so total distance will be 9 meters. So finally we can say that 9 meter will be the answer for question number 3. Let me move on to question number 4. Jay started from a point, walks 2 meter towards east. So friends, there is a person Jay and starting from a starting point, and he is covering 2 meter towards east. So friends, let me take this as a starting point, and Jay is covering 2 meter towards east. Okay, and turns left and walks 4 meters. So friends, after here the Jay is turning left and covering 4 meters, friends. So we can surely say that this will be left hand side and he is covering 4 meters. So I can say that this will be 4 meters. Okay. Next point, friends, and turn right and walk 6 meters again. So friends, from here the person Jay is turning right and covering 6 meters. So we can say that right hand side will be this side and this person Jay is covering 6 meters. Okay. Next point, friends, then he started towards the point 4 meter towards our right. So friends, from here he is turning right and covers 4 meter. Friends, listen carefully. This is also 4 meter, and from here he is taking right and again covering 4 meters. So both the length should be same and both this line should be same in length, friends. So this is 4 meters. So finally he is at this point. So from where again he walks 2 meter left. So friends, listen carefully. From here again he is turning left and covering 2 meters. So we can say that left hand side will be this side and he is covering 2 meter, friends. So finally I think this is the ending point and this will be the starting point. What is the question? How far is he from the starting point? So friends, the question is, from the starting point, what is the distance between starting and ending point, right? This is the question. So friends, listen carefully. This is 2, right? And this distance will be 6 and this distance will be 2. So totally we can say that 6 plus 2 plus 2. So the total distance will be 10 meter. From the starting point and ending point, the distance will be 10 meter. So finally the answer for question number 4 will be 10 meters. Let me move on to question number 5. Naveen started walking 20 meter towards west. So friends, there is a person Naveen, he started walking 20 meter towards west. So friends, we know that this is western side, so he is walking 20 meters, friends. Okay, we can say that this will be 20 meter and he is walking 20 meter towards western side and he is at this point. From there he goes 10 meters towards north. So friends, listen carefully. From here Naveen is walking 10 meter towards north. So we can say that this will be north and he is covering 10 meters. Okay. So friends, listen carefully. This is 20 meter and you should not draw 10 meter as same, right? 20 meter of the length. So it will be 10 meters. Next point. Then he goes 35 meter towards east. So friends, listen carefully. Towards east he is walking 35 meters. Friends, this is 20 meter. From here he is turning towards east and walking 35 meters. So I can surely say that this will be 35, right? Why? Because this will be 20 and this will be 15. So only he will totally covers 35 meters. So friends, got the logic? This is 20 meter. From here he is turning towards east direction and covering 35 meters. So this will be 20 and this will be 15. So finally we can say that the total distance will be 35 meters. Okay friends, and after this he goes 5 meters. So friends, listen carefully. After this he goes 5 meter towards south. So from here he is traveling 5 meter towards southern side. Friends, listen carefully. This is 10 meter. From here moving towards southern side only 5 meter, friends. So we can surely say that this will be 5 meter. Friends, got the logic? Why? Because this is 10 meter, so 5 meter should be half the length, so 5 meter. Okay friends, next point friends. And end, he goes 15 meter towards west. So friends, from this point he is traveling 15 meter towards west. So friends, western side will be this side and he is traveling 15 meters. So friends, this is also 15, so we can surely say that he will be at this point. So this will be also 15. So both the lines should be same. I think this is the ending point and this is the starting point. Okay friends, what is the question? How far is P from starting point? So friends, the question is, from the starting point, what is the distance of ending point? So we need to find what is this small distance. Friends, listen carefully. This is 10 meter. And we know that this will be 5 meter. So definitely this remaining will be 5 meter, right? Then only we can say that this will be 10 and this will be 10. So friends, their target, what is starting and ending point? This total will be 10 meters and this is 5 meters. So we can surely say that this distance will be remaining 5 meters. So the answer will be 5 meters. Friends, the most important thing in this question, the line plays a major role in the direction topic, right? This is 10 meter and the half the length of the 10 meter will be 5 meter. So finally we got the answer, that is 5 meter. Let me move on to question number 6. A ram starting from a fixed point goes 15 km towards north. So friends, we know that this is called as fixed point. From this fixed point, there is a person Ram who is covering 15 km towards north. So northern side will be this side. So he is covering 15 kilometers. Friend, we assume that this is 15 kilometers. Finally, he is at this point. Next, and then turning to his right, he goes 15 kilometers. So friends, from here he is turning right and covering 15 kilometers. We know that right hand side will be this side and he covers 15 kilometers. Friends, remember that this is also 15 and this is also 15. So both the lines should be equal, right? Okay. Then he goes 10, 25, 25 kilometers after turning to his left each time. Friends, listen carefully. From here he goes 10, 25, 25 kilometers. See friends, after turning to his left each time. What is the meaning, friends? Listen carefully. From here he is turning 3 times left. First time while turning he is covering 10 kilometers. Second time while turning he covering 25 kilometers. Third time he is turning again left covering 25 kilometers. Got the logic, friends? Listen carefully. From this point he goes 10, 25, 25 kilometer after turning to his left each time. Friends, listen the word each time. So he is turning 3 times left and every time he is turning left he is covering 10 kilometers, 25 kilometers and 25 kilometers. From this point, initially while he turned left he is covering 10 kilometers. So friends, this will be 10 kilometers and he will be at this point. Second time he is turning left, he is covering 25 kilometers. Friends, listen carefully. This is 15 kilometers. After turning left he is covering 25 kilometers. So listen here, friends. So this will be 25 kilometers. Got the logic? And this will be 15 and this will be 10. So only he will cover 25 kilometers. Friends, got the logic? After turning left he is covering 25 kilometers, right? We know that this is only 15 kilometers but he is covering 25 kilometers. So this will be 15 and this will be 10. So total distance will be 25. While third time he covered, I think third time he is turning left, he is again covering 25 kilometers. So from here when he turn left hand side will be this side. Friends, listen carefully. He is covering 25 kilometers. Friends, this is 15 kilometers. And this is 10 kilometers. So the total height will be 25 kilometers. From here he is turning left and covering 25 kilometers. Surely I can say that he will be at this point. So this will be 25 kilometers. So finally he is at this point and this is starting point. So this is starting point and this is ending point, right? So what is the question? How far he is from the starting point? So friends, they are just asking what is the distance between starting point and ending point. So they are just asking what is this distance. So friends, listen carefully. This distance is equal to this distance. So this distance will be 10 kilometers. So I can say that answer will be 10 kilometers. So friends, here the important thing is, listen here friends, he is moving 15 kilometers towards north and turning right, again covering 15 kilometers. 3 times he is turning left. Every time while he is turning, first time he is covering 10 kilometers, 25, 25. So friends, this line and this line is most important. Listen carefully. This is 15 kilometers and this is 10 kilometers. So the total distance will be 25 kilometers. From here he is turning left covering 25 kilometers. This will be 10 and this will be 15. So totally will be 25. So finally he is at this point. The question is, what is the distance between starting and ending point? So this distance will be equal to this distance. So this will be 10 kilometers. So finally I can say that answer for question number 6 will be 10 kilometers. Let me move on to question number 7. Vimal walks a distance of 3 meter towards north. So friends, Vimal is walking 3 meter towards north. So let me take this as a starting point, and he is walking 3 meters towards north. Okay. And turns to his left and walk 2 meters. So friends, from this point he is turning left and covering 2 meters. So we can say that this will be 2 meters, right? Okay. Okay friends, he turned to his left and walked for 3 meters. So friends, from here he is turning left and covering 3 meters. So this is also 3 meters. So both the length should be same. So this is 3 meters. Okay. Now finally he is at this point. At this point he turns to his left and walked 3 meters. Friends, listen carefully, the important line. From this he is turning left and walks 3 meters. Friends, this distance will be 2 meters. But after turning to his left he is covering 3 meters. So I should surely say that he will be at this point. Why? Because this is 2 meter and this will be 1 meter. So the total distance will be 3 meter. Friends, got the logic? From here he is turning left and covering 3 meters. So this is 2 meter and this will be 1 meter. So the total distance will be 3 meters. How many meter is from the starting point? So friends, this is ending point and we know that this is starting point. So they are just asking starting point, ending point. So friends, they are just asking what is the distance between starting and ending point. So we can surely say that the starting and ending point, the answer will be 1 meter. So friends, finally we got the answer 1 meter. Let me move on to question number 8. Ranjit travelled from a point X straight to point Y at a distance of 50 meter. Friends, most important question, that is question number 8. If a person walks towards north, we know that the person is walking towards north. If person is walking towards east, west, south, will be easy. Look at the question. Ranjit travelled from a point X straight to point Y. Friends, in the basic itself I have told you one important thing. If a person is going straight, so definitely the person must go towards north. So friends, from the point X he is going straight 50 meter and reaches the point Y. So friends, I can surely say that this will be the starting point X, and from here he is going straight and reaches point Y. So this will be 50 meter. Okay friends, he turned to his right and walked 50 meters. So friends, from this point the person is turning right and walking 50 meters. So this is also 50. So both the length should be same. So finally he will be at this point. He turns, friends, then again turns to right and walks 60 meters. Friends, listen carefully. From here the person is turning right and walking 60 meters. Friends, this is 50 meter. From here he is turning right and covering 60 meter. So I should surely say that this must be 60 meter. Friends, got the logic? Why? Because this is 50 meter and this should be 10 meter. So definitely the whole distance should be 60 meter. So friends, from here he is turning right and covering 60 meter. So this will be 50 and this will be 50 and this will be 10. So finally the person will be at this point. Okay friends. What is the question? Finally he turns to his right and walks 50 meters. So friends, listen here. Again from here the person is turning right. Finally he is turning right and covering 50 meters. So friends, this is also 50. From here he is turning right and again covering 50 meters. So this will be right hand side. So definitely he will reach at this point, that is end point, and we know that the starting point is denoted by X. So this is 50 meters. Okay friends, what is the question? How far he is from the starting point? So friends, they are just asking what is this distance from the starting point and ending point. They are just asking what is the distance. Friends, listen carefully. We know that this total distance will be 60 and this distance will be 50. So definitely the remaining distance will be 10 meters. So we can surely say that the answer must be 10 meters. So friends, we got the answer 10 meters for question number 8. Let me move on to question number 9. A person started walking from a point A in a north direction. After covering 20 meters, he took a right turn. Friends, listen carefully. There is a person walking towards north, right, from a point A. So we can say that this will be point A. So from this point, a person is walking towards north. And after covering 20 meters, he took a right turn. So we can surely say that after covering 20 meters, friends, this will be 20 meters, he took a right turn, right? Okay. And walks 20 meters, friends. Listen carefully. From this point the person took a right turn and again he walks 20 meters. So friends, this is also 20 meters. So this should also be 20 meters. So both the lines should be equal in length. Okay. After that he turns to his right and walks 40 meters. Friends, listen carefully. From here he is turning right and walking 40 meters. Friends, most important thing, this will be right hand side. This is 20 meters. Now after turning right he is walking 40 meters. So I should surely say that this will be 40 meters. Got the logic, friends? This will be 20 and this will be 20. So only he will cover the total distance, that is 40 meters. So finally he will be at this point, right? Okay. Next point, friends. Before turning to his left, he walks 20 meters. Friends, listen carefully. From here, he turns left and walks 20 meters. So we can say that left hand side will be this side and he is covering 20 meters. Okay. And finally, he is at this point. Okay, friends. After that, he took a left turn and walks 10 meters. So friends, from here, he took a left turn and walks 10 meters. So we can surely say that left hand side will be this side and he is covering 10 meters, friends. Okay. Okay, friends. Then finally, he took a right turn and walked 50 meters and stopped at a point B. From here, he is again turning right and covers 50 meters. Friends, listen carefully. He is covering 50 meters, right? So we should definitely say that this will be 50 meters. From here, he is turning right and covering 50 meters and stopped at the ending point, that is B. Okay, friends, what is the question? Now, he is facing in which direction? So, friends, the question is, in which direction the person is facing? From here, he is taking right and covering 50 meters. So, definitely, he should be faced in the east direction. So, the answer must be east. So, finally, he is facing in the direction that is east. So, finally, we got the answer east for question number 9. Let me move on to the last, that is 10th question. A dog ran 20 meters towards east. So, friends, a dog is running 20 meters towards east. We know that this will be east and the dog is running 20 meters, friends, towards east. Okay. And then turns right, runs 10 meters. Friends, listen carefully. And turning right and the dog runs 10 meters. We know that right hand side will be this side and dog is covering 10 meters. Okay. And turns right, runs 9 meters. So friends, from this point the dog is turning right and covering 9 meters. So friends, this total distance will be 20 meters and while turning right and the dog covers only 9 meters. So this will be 9 meters. Okay. And the dog is at this point. And again turn left and runs 5 meters. So from this point, dog is turning left and runs 5 meters, friends. We can say that this will be left hand side and covers only 5 meters. Okay. Interesting question. And then turns to his left, runs 12 meters. So friends, again turning left and covering 12 meters. So we know that left hand side will be this side and dog runs 12 meters after turning left. So we can say that this is 9 meters. So 12 meters will be this. So finally dog is at this point. And finally turns left and runs 6 meters. So friends, from this point again dog turn left and runs 6 meters. Left hand side will be this side. So dog is covering 6 meters. Friends, listen carefully. This is 5 meters. So 6 meters should be here, right? So 6 meters. So dog is at this point. So friends, I think this is starting point and this will be ending point, right? What is the question? Now which direction dog is facing? So friends, the question is, now in which direction the dog is facing? We can surely say that from this point dog turn left and cover 6 meters. Now the dog should be definitely facing in north direction. So answer should be north. So finally the dog is facing north direction. Finally, we have shown 10 different questions, that is a 10 basic level question from the topic direction. So friends, don't forget to watch all the lesson number 3, lesson number 4, lesson number 5, so that you will be strong on the topic directions.